Hello. Good evening, y'all. We back. You already know what we're gonna do. Get into these messages from our Elohim and see what he wants us to know at this time. And see what he wants us to know at this time. Okay, Elohim, what would you like us to know at this time? A new romantic cycle begins. So the energy is gaining momentum. So somebody is having a new romantic cycle. So somebody could have, and this is balance, new moon in Libra. Somebody is having a new romantic cycle. So probably in the past you had to deal with some things romantically and learn some lessons before you get into this new cycle, which this new cycle is bringing that balance. So if you had trouble in past romantic situations before, now you're beginning anew. It's a whole new cycle. Things are going to be more better and more balanced. Okay, it's a time to give rather than to take. New moon in Virgo. So it's a time for you to be more giving. And that doesn't necessarily mean giving, materially. So maybe if before you wasn't super open in your relationships, or maybe you were a little closed off in your relationships, now it's time for you to give a little more. Be more open. It can be a scary thing, but remember that you are really strong it makes you strong when you want to love, because, and this is beautiful, because before, you know how the world and other people that you may be around will try to make you seem like you're weak for being loving, or being loving, and being sweet and things of that nature. Sometimes people look at that as being weak, and so that's why everybody try to be hard body and stuff nowadays. But it's actually, when you try to be hard body and this and this and that, that's actually the weak. I read in some literature from our Father, that our Father Yahweh, that you're actually much stronger by being open to love, because you're subjecting yourself to get hurt, because sometimes that can arise, that can come. You will get hurt sometimes. So by you being open to still love, even with knowing that you can possibly get hurt and be hurt, that's actually brave. And it actually makes you stronger. So this will be the time when this new romantic cycle begins and this balance comes in for you. This will be a time to not be afraid and to give a little bit more of yourself than just taking from, your other partner, just taking the love that they have to give. It's time for you to give a little more. So believe in the impossible, okay? So we have a blue moon here, so believe in the impossible. And remember, even though love is beautiful, it's nice to be in relationships. It's nice to be with someone and have that company and you share your life. But at the same time, always remember, you're still learning, These are still learning experiences. That's why sometimes you don't just have just one in a lifetime. Sometimes you have many or a few, but it's all about that learning and growing. And then you see the evolution even within yourself, because say when you were younger, you may had a little boyfriend or whatever the case may be. Okay, you learned from that situation. It may have ended, you may have gotten hurt, but then you then grew. You may have got into another situation in your, early adult years, and you learned, with your partner, learned your dislikes and learned what you do like, and maybe got to learn yourself a little bit more, and then say that ended and you got your heart broken, right? Now, next, you're leveling up. Say you in your mid-30s. You grow and you're evolving and you're elevating, and you're constantly learning. So it's not just about love and just having that partner. It's also about learning and growing, and you evolving and you learning you, as well as seeing the Most High in these relationships and see how things manifest and see how his word manifests within relationships, even with the chaos, and sometimes even with the arguments. A lot of people look at it sometimes as toxic, but sometimes it is toxic. Don't get me wrong. Don't think sometimes I do be being toxic. Don't get me wrong, but sometimes I'm not talking about those real bad situations. I'm just talking about some lighter medium, but it's you're how can I put this? You're still doing what you need to do according to his purpose, even in that, because that's how he has it set up. That's why it is no perfect situation or anything like that, but it's very, very beautiful when you can see him in it and see things manifesting, and you continue to learn, grow, and evolve. Okay, so you are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. So you are good enough. You are good enough for new love. You're good enough. You're good enough to love, and you're good enough for new love, and to see these things blossom and manifest, and to have romance. That you could have Libra in your chart, Virgo in your chart. It's time to release the negativity, so it's time for change. Full moon in Scorpio. You can also have Scorpio in your chart, so it's time to release the negativity. Release that negativity of your past. It can't come with you. You can't hold on to that, because a new cycle is here, and you can't be making Susie pay for what Jessica did back then, and you can't be making Billy Bob pay for what Matthew did back then. Yeah, we have cardinal moon. So taking charge, being bold, and taking action. Moving quickly into that new romantic cycle. Taking the initiative. You could have a moon in Cancer, a moon in Capricorn, a moon in Aries, or a moon in Libra. Okay, so it's time for you to allowing opportunity with effort. Energies attract. Okay, a potential for growth here. Semi-sextile. Okay, Uranus. So we have something unexpected, a surprise, something sudden. And this is talking of revolution too as well. Like I said, you will continue to evolve. This is about freedom, being free to, wouldn't it be beautiful to be free in love? Okay, no matter the outcome, to be free, really being you, really being naked with your partner, really showing who you are, really giving something a true shot, whether it end badly or whether y'all go the distance. Okay, we have original, so being your original true self. So something is gonna happen sudden here. Yeah, you're gonna be joining forces with somebody. We have conjunction, and it may be powerful. It may be intense. But something finna activate. Something finna activate for you. Okay, we have South Node. Okay, so you can't be in your South Node. You have to know that you are good enough. It's time to face your true North, not be in your South Node. It's time to learn those lessons. Okay, so maybe you have not learned the lesson that you are good enough. You are. It doesn't matter about the past. It's not time to to cling to what's familiar to you either. Clear those life debts. Know who you are. Know that you are good enough. You're good enough for love. You're good enough to be loved. You're good enough to receive love from the divine. In turn, you give that love to yourself too as well. And you're good enough to receive love in this world. So this could be that South Node part that maybe you haven't fully learned the lesson that you are good enough. Okay, we have here time to release the negativity. Your life story hasn't unfolded yet, so you haven't even began to really experience some things here in romance. So release that negativity. Things haven't even blossomed and unfolded yet for you. So it's time for you to you could also have in your South Node could be Scorpio, Libra, Virgo, Cancer, Capricorn, Aries. Check your chart. Or you can have one of those signs in your Uranus. Something's buzzing too. Them thoughts of yours. Let's see. Yeah. Surrender to newness. Surrender to newness. It's time to surrender to newness. You may, again, in the past, you may not have received too many victories in the romance department, but that's all right. Because we have the Death, Scorpio yet again. Things are transforming. It's all about what you manifest too as well. But things are transforming in that department. So surrender to this new cycle. Surrender to something new. Follow your inner guide. Follow your inner knowing. You know that it's time. You know that it's time. And it's time for you to have hope and faith. Okay? Bring back your hope and faith. In romance. Yep, we got partnerships here. Look, taking action. Knight of Swords. Taking action towards commitment and working on things. Eight of Pentacles. So you have some healing partnerships coming in. Some partnerships that will be protected. Things on a higher level than what you're used to. Look at that. The Ace of Wands. New passionate beginnings. Things that when you put the work in on it, Seven of Pentacles at the bottom. Things that when you put into it, and give some of yourself in it, you're going to receive a return. Whatever work you put into your partnerships and situations, you're gonna get something back. So you can also have somebody can have Pisces in their south node, a Pisces moon, an Aquarius moon, an Aquarius south node too as well. And we have we got all of the elements out here. But we're gonna go ahead and try to think of whether I'm gonna pull some music, and then we're gonna go ahead and pull a Grateful Heart message. Look, and I'm gonna take this and this one at the top, and this one. So, because it's blank on both sides now. So we have Keyshia Cole, Down and Dirty, Aaliyah, One in a Million, Beyonce featuring Missy Elliott, Signs. We have Joe, I Wanna Know. We have Anthony Hamilton, Charlene. We have Erica Mason, Outside My Mind, and it's blank on both sides again. So these are some songs you can go ahead and listen to, and it may be an extra message in there for you. We have Anthony Hamilton, Charlene. We have Joe, I Wanna Know. We have Erica Mason, Outside My Mind. We have Beyonce featuring Missy Elliott, Signs. And then we have Aaliyah, One in a Million. And then we have Keyshia Cole, Down and Dirty. So I'm going to go ahead and pull a Grateful Heart message, because it's always something to be grateful for, especially new cycles and new passionate beginnings. So, we have here, gratitude is an offering precious in the sight of Yahweh, and it is one that the poorest of us can make, and be not poorer but richer for having made it. It is good to give thanks to Yahweh, to sing praises to the Most High. Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. Draw near to Yahweh, and He'll draw near to you. Let's read the bottom. It says, may Yahweh give you the desire of your heart and make all your plans succeed. Then we have here, sing a new song to Yahweh, for He has done wonderful deeds. So I hope you all got a message from this read that'll be able to help you along your journey. Know that Yahweh loves you, and I'll see you all later. Peace.